What is up, Super Bitfest? I am Joey D, one of the co-hosts of Super Bitfest, and the founding member of Bitforce. I am here with the wonderful Descendants of Erdrick. Everyone say hi.
Hello!
Hello. What's up?
They are amazing and probably my favorite video game band in the country.
Wow.
I feel super honored to have you guys today. So, I guess let's kick it off. We're in a pandemic. We're streaming this right now for all the audience. How did you guys get through this whole year of craziness?
Well, it was sort of like a thing where it eventually sank in that none of the things that I was doing meant anything. Not in a depressing sense, but more of like the small little tiny things that I was worrying about. Like, we gotta make sure that we get our CDs printed or our t-shirts printed for this show coming up because blah 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 blah. All of that stress, it meant nothing anymore. And so that was sort of a weird transition, and it's not necessarily like a good thing or a bad thing. It was just more of a, wow, how do you operate being in a band without actually having anything happening in the future for like the foreseeable future? I don't know, like we have been working on a new album, and we did our drums before the pandemic, so we're really lucky. We are really lucky. But we're still recording the rest of it. I'm about mostly done with the guitars at this point. So that is something to look forward to.
That's amazing. So you guys started working on the rest of the album. Do you guys have like a working title, or is that...
Yes.
Is that like... okay, let's hear it.
So it's going to be called Mythology, and the idea was to have each song be representing some type of mythology from some game. But, you know, if you think about it, like, most games are about mythology, just in general. Like, even if it's made up, you know, like, any game has any lore in it. But anyway, that's sort of like the theme of it. So, it's gonna have stuff that we played live that we hadn't recorded yet, like Final Fantasy Tactics. We did a long Super Metroid arrangement. And let's see, I don't know, you think of others.
Castlevania.
Super Castlevania 4. That one's really fun. So
yeah, that one.
Is that the one you guys have been playing live already?
Yeah, we've been playing some of these songs live for a while, but
for a long time.
Yeah, we haven't actually recorded them yet.
Oh man, I'm so excited.
Metroid and Castlevania are both like 10 or 12 minutes long, so we don't typically play all of that.
Yeah.
Mark, who's in the other room right now, is probably like has the biggest grin on his face right now because he is the one in Bitforce. It's like, this song is 7 minutes, and I'm like, bro,
it's hard.
Toph is gonna die on the drums because of this
it's
composition.
so fun, like, hey, it's a freaking like arrangement. It's so great, but wow, now we gotta fit that in a set somewhere. We gotta make a set list and be like, okay, 10 minutes of this entire set is gonna be this one song. And that's always been the hardest part.
But hey, it's not
awesome,
prog.
right?
It's not prog unless it's 12 fucking minutes long.
Yes. Oh my gosh. You're 100% over there. Oh my gosh. And you're exactly right. So we're always arguing about that, and that's so exciting to see. I mean, that when bands do that kind of like long song, we're basically bringing back the headphone era, right? Where you bust out a vinyl, you like sit down and you lay down and you listen to an album.
Vinyl
12
fan.
minutes, it brings that back.
Yeah, I'm thinking about how because it's been such a long time since I've been to a show or I've played a show and had an audience. And now I think about weird things like, how do people stand and watch a band for 40 minutes? Like, I'm thinking about stuff like that, like, how are you doing that? Like, do you need to walk around? Like, how did I do that? And it's just so strange. Like, it's
really comfortable shoes.
It's like just weird thoughts like that are happening now. Like, oh, wait a minute, there's a show coming up later in the year. That's
this year?
No, I don't know. Just in general, like, people have been going on, like, they've been announcing tours and stuff, and I'm thinking, how is this happening? So yeah, it's been, I don't know, like, I can just ramble on forever about how different things feel.
So speaking of shows, are you guys booked for anything? I mean, I know it's kind of a hard question because of everything that's happening.
Well,
and go ahead.
So far we are just doing Classic Game Fest. And
Woo!
yeah, I really do hope that everything runs smoothly with them this year. And I haven't really figured out what the best way to go about trying to play shows is yet. I don't know if it's smart or if it even makes any sense, like, not even from a virus standpoint, but from just in general. Like, should we just go and, like, book everything and play everywhere? I don't think that's the best way to go about it. So I'm not really sure how to make a decision on whether or not, hey, I wonder if this convention's happening, or I wonder if a festival's happening, So I think we're gonna have to ease back into it a little bit slowly.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
Cool.
We're also booked for Classic Game Fest, and we sent them an email basically saying, like, hey, we're gonna play our set, but we're probably gonna dip. Like, we're not even gonna hang out, just for safety reasons. Even though I think all of us are almost done being fully vaccinated, it's just a hard thing to do. Any band, And I know there's some out there that are like, no, the music must live, and I get that, but I'm with you guys. Like, let's be safe out there, and I guess all the people watching, get vaccinated if you're down for that, let's hit that
we need to have our people at shows, standing there watching us play a 10-minute song again. So
yes, I'll be right
please.
there in the front. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. I'm not that close. I don't want to get the spit in my face, but I'll be there.
We're gonna do, a hair flip, and it's just gonna shoot out, just sweat. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I am looking forward to shows. I've been dying for them. I love these live streams. I think they're great. Mm-hmm. The Kent Ward and the VGM together.
Oh yeah.
Bonus Stage Van. Mm-hmm. All those people putting these shows together have done such a wonderful job, and we're really, really honored to be a part of it in any sort of way. Mm-hmm. And I know Chris Allen, IQ's putting one big one together.
Yeah.
But no matter what we do, no matter how awesome it is, no matter how many effects we add, or anything we do, it's just we're lacking that energy that we get from the live show.
Yeah.
And that's just the sad truth. But we're
I'm really
glad.
I am really glad that you all have revamped Super Bitfest and doing it this way, because that was the very last thing that we were booked for, and I'm pretty sure you all may have been in the same boat as well. That was
I don't even want to go into how heartbreaking that was.
Yeah, I know. Just
because. Even doing this event was really, really tough to get together. But we put so much into Super Bitfest that we needed to do something. So we just didn't drift away, because this is it. Like, this is our hopefully one day our future MagFest of San Antonio.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean that's what we're shooting for, but more so on the homegrown, more friends and family run, and the love and the support was amazing. Even right now, the love and support is amazing. So if you guys are out there, make sure you throw those donations. You can actually go to our website And if you click on the Descendants of Erdrick icon, you can donate straight to them and give them all your money because they are wonderful and they deserve every little penny. But yeah, and the website's actually right back here. It's gonna look, super pretty like that. One last question before we break away. Andrew WK, how did you land that? And holy crap, I was blown away when I found that out. Also, I guess for the people watching, fill them in on what you do.
Oh, yeah. So, okay. So my name's Amanda Lepre. This is Descendants of Erdrick, the video game music tribute band from Austin, Texas. I started or created this band in 2007, and we're still going. We've had different members. I've always been in it. This is like my child. But I'm also a solo artist, and I also play guitar for Andrew WK's touring band. And that is insane, and I'm still blown away that I'm doing that. Like, it's been 4 years, and I'm still, it doesn't set in, it still feels weird and crazy. So the way that happened was we played in Dallas in 2014 at it was supposed to be like a VGM fest, but it kind of was and it kind of wasn't, and I don't remember what it was called.
Party Madness 64.
It was called Party Madness 64, and it had like 2 stages, and there were so many bands. Like, the Proto-Men were there, Urizen was there, every band was there, and this was in 2014.
Whoa.
And the headliner was Andrew WK. And I was like, that's so random and cool. Like, because I remember Andrew WK from high school. I was like, hell yeah, that's a name I haven't heard, in a while, and that's awesome, and that's, whatever. That's really cool. So, apparently, I find out 2 years later, I find out that they had noticed me because one of the guitar players saw our performance, and they needed a guitar player, and they're like, hey, there was that girl from Texas. Remember her from 2 years ago? And I got contacted by Twitter, a Twitter DM from Andrew WK. I was like, what's happening right now? And that was in 2016. So, yeah, we played, and that was a very difficult show for us. There were so many people there. Professor Shy Guy was there. Random Encounter came all the way from Florida. There's just so many people.
Dallas?
Mega Ran was there.
Oh, this was in Dallas, right?
Yeah, it was in Dallas. Rustin was one of the people who ran the event.
Wasn't Emily's
Oh
band
my
there?
gosh.
Oh yeah,
Rustin.
Droideka was there too. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's throwback.
And it was God, there was just so much stuff. It's like they had 2 stages going, and I don't know. It was really stressful because generally, if you play an event like that, and then also they needed to use one of our amps for backline, and it was just like I remember thinking, God, was it worth doing all this? And sometimes it is in ways that you don't know until way later.
That's a remarkable
yeah.
story. Oh my gosh.
That is the story.
And the fact that you had brought up Rustin.
Yeah.
I had no idea about that part of the story, and that is amazing. He's always been in our lives somewhere. Urizen, big shout out to them right now.
Yeah, Urizen.
They just dropped
love
their album. Yeah. I honestly think they're probably one of the best live shows in
absolutely.
Love those guys.
If not the best. The what they do is crazy, and I love all the work they put into it. So much love to them. They went through a crazy difficult time with everything, and I know they just dropped that new album, so go check it out. Definitely on our radar for Super Bitfest 2022. I guess my last question for you guys. This is for all three of y'all. So, think wisely because it's a very important question.
All right.
Super Bitfest 2022.
Mm-hmm.
If you could have any artist in the world.
Oh no. Any artist in the world? Ooh, okay.
Any artist. It doesn't even have to be video game related.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, ideally, that's bonus points. But, it doesn't even have to be nerdy, like how we used to get nerd.
Is there like an unlimited budget?
Unlimited budget. There's a spare no expense kind of ordeal.
God.
Yeah, so it could be anyone that you could imagine. Who would it be? Let's go down the line.
In general, I don't know, Thy Darkened Shade is a black metal band from Greece. That would be cool.
Hey man, we're going way out there, okay?
But as for nerdy things, maybe The World is Square.
Yes.
Okay.
The World is Square, yeah.
Those are okay.
Yeah, I'm sure I can think of more.
But... Yeah, no. You only get one. Well, I guess two.
Okay, I'm gonna do my crazy answer and then I'm gonna do my realistic answer. Okay, crazy answer is a cross between Tori Amos floating through the air on a grand piano playing with Fiona Apple coming in on another piano playing, just like craziness, like Lady Gaga's in there too. Well, anyway, so
that sounds. My brain just
make
blew
them
up.
all have air floating grand pianos.
Yes.
Anyway.
The insurance
Because
on that.
I don't know if those fine women are available for the gig. If it's VGM or nerd related, I'm gonna have to go with Mega Beardo.
Okay, I
Mega
have
Beardo.
yet to see him live, and he was one of my first influences whenever I started Bitforce. So I think he did a Castlevania.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
whoa! Okay, I love that album, and I got him into that album, and we're huge Mega Beardo fans. So.
Yes. Because I was doing research. I was like, who else does video game metal? And he had popped up, and I was like, wow, this guy's really, really good. And that album blew me away. I was just like, okay, well, if we're gonna start this project, it can't suck. We gotta go against this dude, but in a good way. A friendly competition.
I was super happy that he asked me to sing on his second Belmont album.
Oh, so dope.
I sing on the first track on Belmont 2, and I'm like, I'm a part of the history of this series now. This is so good. Yeah.
That's amazing.
So Mega Beardo.
I haven't even looked up the second album, and now I'm going to. That is absolutely astounding. All right, last one.
Man, my favorite musician in the whole world is Virgil Donati. He's a drummer, and he's one bad motherfucker. I would, I want to see him. I don't care where it is, but realistically, so video game nerd band related, I think my favorite band is Urizen, and those guys are great guys, and their music is awesome. So
Absolutely.
Just hearing all these
awesome.
bands' names just gets me all excited. Like, holy shit, I miss all of those people. Man, I want to see them again and hear their music and just be in those crowds. Damn, I miss it.
Yes.
I miss it a lot. And I think this COVID shit's over and we're all going to get our lives
We're all
back.
going to get together again soon.
I can't wait to hug all of y'all.
Yeah.
It's been a hard year. I mean, it really has been. Some people weren't really affected at all. Some had the worst, But of course, we're not going to try to dive into that. We want to try to keep this positive.
Mm-hmm.
We're coming out of this, and hopefully we get to hang out again soon. And Classic Game Fest may be the first bit where we're like, okay, cool. we're all vaccinated, we can hug. Because that's what I'm looking forward to. Because man, I miss hugs. I really do. Especially from like IQ. IQ gives the best hugs.
He does. I'm so tiny, and he's just like way up there, and it's like, yay!
That guy's got a lot of love, man.
Yeah, he just when I first met, I was just like, man, this dude looked like he absolutely destroy some people, and he's the nicest guy I've ever met. And I just meant destroy because he's just a big dude. Like. He's got to be near 7 foot. I mean, he's just a monster.
See, with me, because monster. I'm 5'2", so anybody taller than me is just tall. So sometimes I can't tell the difference between, someone's 5'8" or someone's 6'4". Like, who cares? They're just way up there.
Like, you probably come up to his belly button and shit, and I come up to his fucking neck. You know.
Oh, man. And I'm going to plug his event. It's the middle of June. I'm not sure what he's called. I think it's called Bites and Beats. So go follow that on Instagram, the Twitters. Big shout out again to IQ. He's done some amazing things. He even got recognized by Attack on Titan and several other animes.
Yeah,
so
I heard about that. That's so cool.
Yeah, just an absolute wonderful, wonderful human. Well, guys, I really appreciate y'all doing this with us. Where can we hear all your music?
So we are on Spotify. Our album Advent is there. We recorded that one a few years ago. We've got a new one coming out. It's not released yet, but we're working on it. We also have a Bandcamp page, which has some t-shirts and stuff. So it's descendantsoferdrick.bandcamp.com.
Awesome. Well, again, thank you so much for doing this, and make sure you guys stick around for the rest of the show. We got some more music coming at you. Again, Super Bitfest Telethon. You guys have a great, wonderful day,
All right.
I'll see you guys on the couch. Peace.
All right, see ya.